Three, two, one. Hey, it's us. We're alive and not dead, and that's not why we haven't been doing
Unfortunately.
podcasts. Unfortunately. How's it going, guys? It's been a while.
It's been what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks maybe?
Maybe 3 weeks.
Maybe three. Jesus,
Yeah.
man.
Well, because the first week we didn't post, it was because of the election podcast that we did. It was like a 7.5 hour podcast, which
Yep.
I'm still debating on if I want to back up and put on YouTube because it was a
The
pretty
whole podcast.
yeah. I mean
Yeah.
it's a long podcast to put up.
How long did you guys stay on after I left?
Well, total total time broadcast was 7.5 hours. I think you got off maybe 5 hours then.
Yeah, I was definitely up late, but
Yeah, because after you
I
left,
paid for it.
yeah, because after you left, I just made our cam box as big as
Mhm.
possible, and I just screen capped everybody's camera in Discord.
Nice.
Which after you left, it took a sharp turn away from politics.
Did it?
Yeah, talking about
Yeah.
anime, Resident Evil, just all types of things.
The usual
It,
usual
it got
suspects when it comes
yeah,
to
it
podcasts.
got to the point where I had people messaging me that like my friends that watched it, they're texting me. They're just like, it's not exactly a political podcast given the circumstances.
The current climate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which yeah. Oh wait, no, we did a pod. Didn't we do a podcast right after? Yeah, we did. We did.
Did we?
Yeah, we called it Election Day Aftermath.
Oh yeah. Where we just kind of talked,
Yeah, but we did a
hung out for a little bit.
It was the charity stream was the next one, and
Yeah.
I was wrecked after
Yep.
after doing that, and then I went back to work and just kind of literally just finished filming a video where I was basically apologizing to everybody for being a lazy piece of shit, not making any content for 2 weeks straight. Oh yeah, then Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out, so my time was pretty much absorbed.
Yeah. And I mean, I was hitting Twitch pretty hard trying to get my numbers up.
Which, by the way, congrats on 200.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Big goal here at the Coffee household. My wife said, "Why are you wasting your time doing that again?" I said, "You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand. Plus, I'm gonna be playing video games anyways.
Might as well try and make some money off of it."
Yeah. Well, that's what I was telling my buddy Jeremy. He was he finally got his PC. He lives in Guam,
Yeah.
so he finally got his PC, and we were playing. I think it was first time we played together was the Forest, and then the next time we were playing CS:GO, and both
Yeah.
times I just started streaming, and it's like 8 in the morning, and he's just like,
Yeah.
is it a rule to just stream whenever you're playing a game? I'm like,
Well, you're already there.
I'm already sitting in front of the camera. Might as well turn it on.
Might as well just let people see me.
Yeah. Which I forgot how much fun CS:GO Arms Race was, which is CS:GO's version of Gun Game.
Yeah. I haven't played that one.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I finally won, and I just
Yeah.
fucking screamed. I was just like, "Whoa!"
I'm the best.
And then literally the next match, I scream out loud, "I suck so much dick at this game."
That game will get you every time.
Yeah.
You'll be riding cloud nine, and then the very next time you play, you're like, I'm the worst player to ever
Yeah, you
play.
get humbled real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So, one update for people that were not watching the charity stream. So this is a thing. And dude, like now that I've like washed it a bunch, like you can start seeing like areas where it's getting like really pink.
You're lucky you haven't lost your hair yet, because we did that in a hurry.
Oh, the dyeing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you had no time to prep.
No, I basically texted my sister-in-law, asked her if she wanted to have fun tonight, which
Always down for some fun.
I said that. Haley was at her desk when I said that, and she looked over at me. She's like, "That's not how you text my sister."
Her sister just texts back with a winky face. You're like, not that.
But not that. Um,
Please, dear
basically
God.
asked her, "Hey, do you want to dye my hair tonight? It's for charity." And she was here, like I could still smell work on her.
Right.
She got here so quick.
It's the best way to do it, though.
Yeah, dude. When we bleached my hair, it got so blonde.
Yeah.
Like
You should have left it like that.
I looked like I was straight out of fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Just you should have spiked it and been like, I've gone Super Saiyan.
That's actually literally what I said when I pulled the towel off. I'm Goku if he had a dad bod.
Goku, but I didn't train for 6 years in a spacecraft.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't so we co-stream basically. We usually talk while we both play, but I feel like we haven't sat down and had like a conversation.
No, we haven't.
In like weeks, because usually you and I we go pretty in depth when we talk or we do whatever. I was like, we get a podcast back up. We're gonna do this. I was like, I literally have nothing to say. I've been off work.
Yeah,
I haven't done anything.
That's another update you want to tell people.
Yeah. Yeah, I had COVID.
You got the coof.
Got the coof hard. It hurt. It was not a good time for me.
So is it really as bad as some people were saying it was?
I felt like I got ran over by a truck for like 3 to 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like in one of the Austin Power movies where the guy gets run over by the steamroller?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. I just felt like I was being crushed.
Just
like
slowly
I was
crushed by a steamroller.
like I was being hugged by somebody. And they just like they liked me, but they liked me a little too much.
Well, everybody knows you don't like physical contact anyways.
Exactly. So I was hurting for a while, but I was still streaming because I was still going to work, which was dumb because I didn't think we had a COVID policy in place. And then I was sitting in my rig. I was running heavy equipment, and I was sitting there. I'm like, I don't feel good. Like I was like slumped over my steering wheel, halfway like asleep basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, home. It was like 9 a.m, and I'm like, I shouldn't still be tired. I had coffee, I had a Red Bull, and a Mountain Dew. Like I have enough caffeine running through me to fucking fuel a horse.
Right, to kill a horse.
And I'm like, why do I still feel so tired? So I just called my boss. I'm like, I'm going home. I'm gonna get tested. It was bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like one bit of it. And I still don't have my smell or taste. I get a little taste every now and then, but not much.
Yeah, I know some people that were having scares that they were getting it. They're like, oh my god, because they're also hypochondriacs. So it's like, can I not taste this? And I just hand them one of my beers, one of my super hoppy IPAs. Be like, drink that. They drink it.
Like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I still have my taste. All right. Oh, and then when you said that you tested positive, didn't they like? What did they do? Didn't they like try to make you like use up your PTO for it?
Yeah. So basically, they're like, "Do you have any time off?" And I said, "No, I used it because we have a kid on the way."
Mm-hmm.
So I used most of my PTO on just going to doctor's appointments. And so then they're like, "Well, it wasn't even my boss; it was HR. HR basically emailed me and they're like, "Well, your wife came back positive. You gave us the results, so here you go. You'll get 2/3 pay." And then I sent my letter from the health department saying that I have COVID, and she's like, "Well, that's not a test result. That's just the health department. Like it's a form letter." I'm like, "Well, the health department says I have COVID." So
it may not may not say test results on it, but it's something from the health department.
From a government doctor saying I have COVID.
Jason Kaufman has tested positive.
Right. And it's like what
I know I said Jason.
Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I know. It's fine. I don't think I've ever said. Have I said my real name on stream?
Your
I
brothers
don't think
called you
so.
by your name.
Oh shit. Whatever.
Yeah. I have tested positive for COVID. Oh, but did you really? Did
But
you
did you?
really?
And so on this Thursday, I get paid, and if it's 2/3, then I think I have some kind of legal thing going on.
Yeah.
Which, if the government's backing me, I think a lawyer would have a heyday. But we'll see as it goes. We'll
Yeah.
play it by ear.
Yeah, Pharaoh. We all know your name, dude.
Not everyone, not the 200 and some people that follow. Don't say that
If
much.
they, you, anytime your brother talks to you, he calls you by your name.
We're gonna have to change that.
He doesn't
I'm
say.
gonna change my name legally.
He doesn't say, "Hey, Coffidile." He says, "Hey, Jordan, I'm
Well,
getting shot at. Come
JP,
help me." Yeah, JP too.
my cousin, he's like, you should have wore the wig. Cause we went to a family gathering. He's like, should have wore the wig, man. I'm like, nah, it's just for the computer. Yeah, don't do that. So you should have. I'm like, nah,
So,
it's all right.
how many people like in your family know that you do this? Because I remember you saying your dad doesn't know.
My dad and my stepmom don't know. My grandparents don't know. Well, my grandparents on that side don't know. My other grandparents, they kind of know
Mm-hmm.
because I told them I kind of make a little bit of money from it. I don't make a bunch, but I make some. And they're like, well, what is it? And so I try to explain it. They're old, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I try to explain it to them. I'm like, I don't get it. Like they just watch you play. I'm like, yeah, technically, but they're there to watch me. Like I don't tell them that I get drunk on stream, but they've seen me drink. So
They don't. You don't tell them the punishment that you inflict on your liver.
dude, and that's the hardest part about running my broken stream, as I've been calling it, because like I just get these absolute douchebags in there. They're like, hey,
Take a shot.
we're gonna follow with 16 alt accounts. I'm like, great. I'm so ready to die.
You're
It's like
right,
it's a
Pharaoh.
punishment.
You're right, Pharaoh. Companies have been doing some really shady shit. Like, not to, talk too much smack about the company that just laid me off, but because I want to come back, please. I
Please don't let me go forever.
Don't let me go forever. But like, the company I work for, I want to know whose balls they had to tickle to stay open for that first stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the letter that we got, in my opinion, was kind of bullshit. It was like this big company-wide letter saying we provide an essential service to first responders, ambulances, this and that. It's like, okay, so why are we not only servicing those vehicles? Why am I going to Nana's place in the middle of the woods and fixing her window when I was just in contact with 6 other people before her? Like,
Yeah.
oh, no, we have these rags that have been soaking in dish soap and isopropyl alcohol. Just wipe down the vehicle. You're fine.
Well, at least you guys had something. We didn't have anything. We basically.
What? When did COVID start? Was it March?
March.
Yeah. So it started in March. We finally have been supplied masks. And it took them 2 months to get us hand sanitizer.
We got those neck gaiters, the ones that keep you warm.
Yeah. That was the first ones we got. The ones that don't do shit. Yeah.
With the company name on them.
Yeah. Brandanas.
But nobody wore them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are you doing for us? If no one wears them, then why do we have them? Yeah. So I started wearing one because I have my haul rig and a company truck.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I ride alone because I get there at 7. Well, I start at 7. I drive down by myself. But it's like, if someone else gets in that truck while I'm sick, it stays in there.
Yep.
And the guy,
yeah. That's why when I first not tested positive, when the first time I got quarantined, I told them that, hey, I'm still waiting on test results, so we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna drop my van off at the shop, but I'm taking the key with me, so no one can drive that van. Because say I do test positive, but you don't find that out until after the new guy's been driving my van for 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hey, now he has it, and he's been in contact with all of you guys. Now the whole shop's closed.
Right. Well, the problem is, so what we understand is the first like 3 to 4 days, you'll feel sick, but you won't test positive. You test positive in the middle of COVID.
Oh, okay.
So the 10 days you have to spread it, you probably won't feel sick. And afterwards, you're really sick, and you go and get tested, and you're positive. But those 10 days that you didn't know, you just thought like, oh, I have a head cold or I have a cough from whatever. The next thing you know, you're just knocked out on the bed.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me. My wife got sick, and I was like, oh, it's just a head cold. Like, we're transitioning to fall or winter. Yep. And so I was still going to work, and she was unemployed at the time. So I was like, you stay in bed, like, call me if you need me, blah, 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 blah. And then I got sick, and then she lost taste and smell. I'm like, that's not good for us.
Yeah.
And then we were just both, we like literally lay in bed, and she's like, I have some energy. Do you want soup? I'm like, yeah, I could take some soup. And she'd come back, she's like, I'm out of energy. I'm like, okay. Then I'd be like, oh, I feel okay. And then I'd go do whatever she needed done. But it was just a wreck. It was just too much for people that couldn't quarantine.
Yeah. I get that, Pharaoh. And that's something that I've always tried to kind of, what's a good way to put this? I'm always going to be grateful that I wasn't part of that huge chunk of the population that, was out of work and can't make any money, can't pay my rent. I'm always going to be grateful for that. But it just, the way that my company handled it, I didn't like it. And I honestly feel like there should have been like more done on the government side. Yeah, with relief. Like that first those first rounds of stimulus checks, they were on hold for how many weeks before they finally did it, simply because of the political bullshit.
It didn't do shit for us. Like, yeah, we both got one, but like mine went to mortgage.
Yep.
And hers went to groceries and bills, and then we never got anything else. Mm-hmm. It was like, here you go, enjoy. And then you're like, okay, what about my next month's mortgage?
Yep.
Well, she got the $600 every week because when she was working, the courthouse went from Monday to Friday to Monday to Thursday, so she got the extra.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was just covering her last couple $100 that she wasn't making.
Yeah, mine went straight to. I think I used mine for utilities. That's what it was, because we were behind on utilities then.
Yeah. And luckily, I have a decent paying job where mortgage and stuff wasn't a big issue, but the extra $1,200, like, okay, that's gonna go to this, and then my paycheck's gonna go to whatever else, because we still have bills, we have credit cards and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got pregnant. I was like, I need more, because she was just barely making ends meet with the Monday through Thursday thing. We never got anything else, whether it be because of the political climate at the time or just because no one was prepared for it, which goes back to political climate.
Yep.
The government didn't help anybody. They were too worried about picking a side instead of listening to the doctors and the scientists that were like, hey, this shit's real. Whether the numbers of people dead are falsified or not, the shit was real. It was putting people down for weeks. Yeah. Like, I just got over my cough, and like my lungs still hurt. Like I'm a fit guy. Like I'm not overweight or anything, but like I shouldn't get weighted walking up steps. I never did that before, but I do it now.
Yeah.
Like it definitely wreaked havoc on my lungs for sure.
Yeah. What was
Luckily, we have medical bills, but I pay those off, so we're all right.
Yeah, the part that sucks the most right now about being laid off, though. So I went through Minnesota's whole process and stuff, and my quote is like less than 500 a week.
Jesus.
Yeah. Which normally a full paycheck is going to be between 6 and 7 a week.
Yeah.
So taking that hit's going to be
it'll be rough.
Gonna have to be
it'll be rough for a long time.
Yeah, gonna have to be smart.
But that Pharaoh said your healthy economy, but the economy boomed during the pandemic.
It did.
We were all ordering online. Shit was still going on. People were still happening during that time. Like we took like 4 trips to the recycling center full of Amazon boxes. Yeah. It's like we can't go to the store. So let's order online. Let's order Walmart and do the contactless pickup. That type of shit. It just we didn't lose money for the economy. The stocks dropped because the government sold stocks when they found out we were going to be shutting down, which is a fucking scandal that needs to be fucking talked about. But we're a small podcast, so hopefully governors and shit, if you see this, go fuck yourself.
Senators, representatives should not be able to have lifelong careers.
What do you mean it wasn't booming for you, Pharaoh? Explain. Yeah. Type your heart out.
Or hop in here. We can talk to her for the last 30 minutes.
Terms. Oh boy, Pharaoh. I love Pharaoh. Pharaoh's probably one of the coolest people I've met, besides Zach.
Well, that first stream
via Twitch.
The first time I was streaming with her, what was it? I was yelling at a ghost. I think I told the ghost, "You suck." And she just goes, "No, I swallow." I'm just like, haha, I like this one.
Come to Hanson's Discord, and then hop in to any of the voice channels. I'll drag you and give you permission.
Yeah, just give her mod perms. Should be able to.
I think Pharaoh's the funniest person I've ever met, because she just, it goes like brain to mouth.
Yep.
She'll say whatever she wants, and she's like, I'm just like, yeah, that works. That works 100%. Here you go. Here's Pharaoh. Drag.
That, and she has an adorable pit bull.
Yep. Oh God.
Should just
not minion, not charity. Top secret?
No, just mod.
There is no just mod.
It should be. Hang on.
I don't have
you
that.
You might not be able to give that.
There, she can talk.
There, she should be able to talk now.
Connie.
Hello?
Speak
Hello.
and be heard. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Joyce.
So,
and
Pharaoh.
You guys are adorable, by the way. Thank you for that. It was kind words.
Yeah, well, I enjoy the company that you bring with you.
He's talking about your sense of humor.
Because you're just so
I'm
awful.
talking about
you're
how
like
you swallow.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
Your sense of humor is off the wall, but like you don't you never cage yourself with what you say. So I think it's funny.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah. So with the financial company,
yeah,
you mean did you guys not grow?
Like what we did for the company I work for, we did grow. We at the very beginning though, right when we had to go, we called it BCP, but working from home.
Mm-hmm.
The business contingency plan. That's what it means. BCP.
Okay.
Everything, the company stocks were going down. Looking at people's accounts, were like all red. Like it was terrible. Like everybody thought we were going to get laid off or furloughed mostly, and
Yeah,
all
that
this.
happened with us too.
And then something happened between June and July, and everything just started spiking up again. So we were like, oh, okay. But
So you had a 2-month lull where things went bad.
yeah, it went really bad, and it was just like you didn't know what was happening. Like,
Because people pulled out of the company?
it was a combination of just their actual accounts, their portfolios were doing really bad.
Yeah.
And of course there was people who were pulling out. They were like, well, these stocks are down, I'm just gonna go ahead and
sell.
Yep. And
well,
then
that has to do with Wall Street and everybody that had a lead tip into what was happening.
well,
Which is fraud, right? If they have
yes,
that's insider trading.
That is true. And don't get me wrong, like I swear that a lot of the people who are in those lovely seats in government, House, Senate, executive, and all the branches, I honestly think they shouldn't have stocks at all.
They shouldn't be allowed.
Because like no matter what, like you have to do a lot of proving to say like, oh, I didn't hear blah blah. Why don't we just cut out the middleman and you just don't do it?
Yeah. Or have like public record of like people that donate to like their campaigns and stuff, that, you know, people that pay them to be in office, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
that's the biggest thing.
Why does he get so much money? Oh, big drug company. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. And honestly, no matter what party you side for, the government has become corrupted.
Yes.
No, it's monopoly.
No matter what big party. Unless you voted gold. If you voted gold,
good for
my
you.
fucking book.
Good job.
But it's a thing. It's obviously a thing that happens.
Yes.
It's gonna be a thing that happens. Because everyone wants power. Everyone wants money. Everybody wants to grow in that aspect of being in power.
But don't get me wrong, like if I was in their shoes, like I would totally want stock.
I would have done the same thing. But
like it's a double-edged sword. Like I'm not in that position, so I don't want them to have that.
Yeah.
But if you were in that position,
I would want to be able to have it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why we should go ahead and kill the rich.
Whoa. I wouldn't go that like killing people. I like more of the torture aspect of it.
Right. Until they give me their gold coins.
Exactly. Give me the doubloons and I'll be okay.
Where are the
Go ahead
shekels?
and sell me your island and we'll be okay. Until the next guy comes for me, but I'm way better prepared than they are.
No, let's just do a lottery. Do a lottery where everybody has to submit their their W-2s. And if their tax bracket is this, you're in the pot.
They were coming for you. Your address gets leaked. We'll be there.
Just dox the rich.
Which the American dream settles with having a company that grows so big that people envy you, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody sees it that way. Because no matter what, if you have a small business, like when Amazon first started, I'm going to use Amazon because they're a big billion-dollar company. He makes how much per week?
Too much.
Yeah. And then he gives none of it back. Like we could have free healthcare off of Jeff Bezos' money alone for like 6 years until we had to work somewhere else. And that includes raising taxes, which is not something I want because I'm lower middle.
Well, I mean, we started the whole war over it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
2-cent raise.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you're hoarding billions to billions of dollars, why is it not funneling? Like, because funnel down economics started with Reagan, correct?
Oh, trickle down economics?
Trickle down, yeah. And it doesn't fucking work. I don't see that shit.
I mean, I might be.
honestly, I rather have a flat tax, like as in like you make X amount of money, you get taxed X amount.
But then there are also ways around that. You have
Yeah, I
the
know.
offshore accounts. You have
There's
accounts that aren't accounted for with the Switzerland fucking. They have a rule over there where if you Swiss bank, they don't report. Right?
mhm.
That's a thing.
I don't know about that. If I'm gonna be honest,
I know 50 Cent did that where he put all his money, literally every cent he ever owned, into an account, then
All
filed for
50 of it?
bankruptcy. Yeah, all 50 of it, yes.
I might be ignorant to that situation, but I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos donates.
He
donates,
does.
but he doesn't donate to the country he lives for, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
In the form
I mean,
of taxes.
yeah, but I
He has
mean,
a lot of subsidies.
I mean,
and
one
stuff
nice
like
thing,
that.
one nice thing that I do like about Amazon is like the Amazon Smile, the where you can have it set up. You know, if you go to smile.amazon.com, all money that you spend goes to a charity that you pick. Not all, no, that's stupid, Zach. So all of your purchases, a certain percentage of your purchase goes to that charity. That's what it is.
Yeah, right.
So like, you know,
Helen,
I've been doing
that's my
that
cord.
for
Oh, hush up.
Helen.
Bad kitty.
Back kitty. By the way, did you like the cat cam I set up last night?
I do like
Dude.
that. Helen.
I was jealous because I want to do that with Layla.
I wasn't quite sure how long I'd be able to do it for, but I realized really quickly that Link is a lazy piece of shit. He's just laid in the chair all night. Most of the time with his back to the camera too, though. I was just like, come on, turn around.
Oh boy. Sorry, Helen's
But,
been fuck with every cord I have. Stop.
Trust me,
Stop.
I know how it is.
You're blind. How do you
my
see
whole thing
cords?
with like Senate and House of Representatives, I honestly think we need to put something through to have them restricted to like 2 terms.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
You shouldn't be able to make millions of dollars from being within the government.
Mitch McConnell. I want that motherfucker out of there so quick. I have never hated a white person as much as I hate Mitch McConnell.
I hate me more than you hate Mitch McConnell. So
I was gonna say I hate everybody equally.
But I don't know, if you're in government for so long and you haven't made the United States better with your time there, but you've made money, then it's time for you to figure out what the fuck you're actually doing.
Yeah, but what's better?
Something where if I go to the hospital because I got stabbed, I don't have to spend $27,000 for an ambulance ride.
No, that's why you take the Uber.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. Like, I shouldn't have to call an Uber while I'm bleeding out and tourniqueting my fucking body because I'm like, hey, ambulances
for bleeding
expensive
and all your garbage.
Like I shouldn't have to be like, oh, I can pay the cleanup fee for an Uber, but I can't pay an ambulance ride.
Yeah.
Because think about everybody else. Everybody else is basically taxed on us. So if somebody gets arrested and they get a ride to the hospital, that's in the tax money. If I get if my house burns down, I don't pay the fire department. I only pay the ambulance when it comes to pick me up. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Everything else is taxed, but not the ambulance ride. Shut the fuck up, Helen. I'm on a podcast.
Meow.
You're in a corner. Get. You know where you're at. You can see, can't you? Don't lie to me.
You can see with no eyes.
Bro, sometimes I swear she can see. She'll look right at you, right in your eyeballs, and she's like, "Well, meow." And you're like, "Are you looking at me?"
Maybe she's like Daredevil, where like she has to smack on something, he sees the echoes, and
Well, then she scratches on walls and licks them because she doesn't know where she's at. So then I know she's definitely blind.
And she looks at you and turns into Ghost Rider with
She's
the pendant stare.
also not a lawyer, so she's not Daredevil. For New York, a New York lawyer.
The blind lawyer from Hell's Kitchen.
That was New York,
Yep.
right? He was in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
where Hell's Kitchen is.
Yeah.
So have any of you guys been keeping up with The Mandalorian?
Yes.
Yeah.
I attempted to start season 2 today, but my daughter was not having it because she's learned how to unplug the TV.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Get rid of her.
Yep.
Just
Sell
bring
her
her.
to-
Just bring her back to the hospital. This one's defective.
So you gave me this one. I'm not sure it's mine.
No, I'm
I-
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she's mine, because the first day we brought her home, I went to change her, and I made the mistake of, which, by the way, Kafadal, watch out for this. When I slid the diaper under her butt.
Yeah.
And I had my hand on top of the diaper.
Oh.
Shit in the middle of my hand.
Well, that's why you don't go under the baby. You use the sides. You pick up by
Yeah.
the legs.
I
and you
learned
use
that
the
real
side.
quick. Yeah.
This is my first time around children.
It's not
I
my
raised
first
my
time
two
around children,
sisters.
too. I just made a critical mistake. She just shit right in the palm of my hand. And
Happens to the best of us.
which, by the way, first couple days, it's not normal poop.
Nope, it's
It's-
tar poop.
It's
Tar,
hell.
black tar,
Yeah,
disgusting.
Yep.
it's hell.
Yeah.
I've been here before. Just
Plus,
not with
she
my
gets
own kids.
angry really quick. And in her frustration, she headbutts things. So again,
Naturally.
confirmed it's my kid.
What month was she born?
April.
So she's a Taurus.
Yeah, that's what I would say, Taurus.
I'm a Taurus.
Makes sense. My wife's a Taurus.
I think she.
They're bulls.
Well, she's.
Yeah, she'll fight me for no
Yeah.
reason.
She's born in the first half of April.
First half of April.
Since she's a, yeah, you Google it. I don't know
Yeah,
off the top of my
I'm
head.
already on it.
Hold on.
She's an
I
Aries.
should just. She's an,
Gemini.
oh, it's
Aries.
Aries.
an Aries. Oh no, I can't get along with it. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't start
Um,
that shit.
Yeah. So according to our star sign, I have to fight your daughter later.
So it's weird. I'm born on the cusp. I don't care about people knowing when I was born. I was born on June 21st.
Okay.
So I was born in the morning time. So technically, my sun is a Gemini, and my moon is a Cancer.
Oh, I thought you meant your son as like you have a kid. I was like, what?
I was gonna
No,
say.
I don't have a
Like,
kid.
Mm.
I just like my mind just got blown.
No spawns.
No
I was like,
spots.
you have a son? Okay, sorry.
So,
So
on
your
an
son and
unrelated
moon are
note,
different.
Yes.
on an unrelated note, now that we know your birthday, what's your social security number?
It has some numbers at the end of it, like 1, 2, 3.
What
Four.
do you have a credit card? Can you read those off? I can read your sign from there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I don't have a credit card. My credit score is too low
'Cause
for that shit.
Because the numbers on your card are a cosmic sign.
So we're
from the
doing
universe.
numerology.
Yes.
Yeah. So your debit card, how you get paid? What's your bank account number?
I don't know
the
that.
routing number.
I don't know
What,
that
honey?
either.
My wife says I'm too funny. I guess I have to tone it down. Pro comedian over here.
But speaking of sun, how much longer? Till
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks. 4 weeks is when I want him to be here.
That's Christmas.
Yeah, we're gonna cut him out of you. I'll do it myself.
Your wife sounded
Yeah,
so
we're
much
sure.
like Haley right there. She sounded
Well,
exactly
we're-
like Haley. It's Christmas.
I want a January 1st baby.
Oh, a New Year's baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, if you get it, you get tax payoff or something special if you have it.
You get a lot of gifts actually from like the town. You have the first baby of the year. So come on, January 1st.
I'm-
It's supposed to be the 10th.
I'm glad that didn't
so
happen. I don't want that much attention.
I
Just-
do.
just-
I thrive in that.
So just feed your wife a crap load of dark chocolate the day before.
I heard it was like hot sauce.
That too. Dark
chocolate
chocolate hot
with
sauce.
hot sauce.
Yep.
And yeah,
And
And,
then
like, sex.
slice an onion and put them in her socks, like right underneath the
Oh my
arch.
God.
And that's going to cleanse the negative spirits from. I'm kidding.
Okay. After we're done with the witchcraft, we'll go ahead and birth the baby. You tie a bunch of sticks together from the fucking woods and make them into arches and shit.
Yeah. Kyle West, how's it going, buddy? You should hear some of the shit that I hear that I used to hear at some of the Yule gatherings I had to go to.
Yule.
Yule. That's literally what Christmas is.
Oh,
Yuletide.
Yuletide.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah,
I thought we
so
were still on witchcraft. I was like, what are you talking about?
well, Wiccans also celebrate
Christmas?
Yule. So
Oh, yeah, because all religions made up.
So, anyways, well, it's just like some of the people that I would like. There's some things I believe in, and then like that's kind of my lane. And then I have some of these other people that come to these gatherings, and they're just like, I'll like cough, and they're like, "Oh, sweetheart, what you need to do is drink this tonic that I made in the back of my van." It's
In the toilet.
Moonshine?
no.
Let's go.
It'll make you pass out, and then you'll wake up with a baby. I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. We have 9 minutes, by the way.
Oh, we do.
I'll keep you on track here.
Yeah. I mean, we already knew it was gonna be a quick podcast. So let's try and get this on film and record right now. So okay, so we're gonna go with
Yeah.
Friday nights.
Yeah.
What time do you think we should have it set for?
I can do, so I get off work at 5 most of the day. So 5:15 is when I get home. I'll eat real fast. We can do like 6:37-ish.
Let's call it at 7. Because
Okay.
we don't really Saturday night, Friday night events aren't really that important. It's
Yeah.
mostly Saturday and Sundays now.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead.
Okay.
So you heard it here. Friday nights, 7 p.m. MURICAST,
All you
date change.
all you
We're
guys
back.
in Africa. We're back.
Yeah.
We're here.
That honestly like floored me when he told me that. He's just like, you guys need to like post something because it's fucking.
Are these National Guard guys?
National Guard guys, active duty guys. It's a joint
All-
task force down there.
All Army guys? They're all Army guys.
I think so.
What's
We
up
have-
with being soft?
Oh,
The
It's right here.
oh hey, let's bring this up. Apparently, so this is just a rumor. I'm not gonna say who told me. Not 100%. I told him to let me know if this is true, but there's a rumor floating around that the Air Force guys that are relieving them went through virtual basic training.
Oh no, I believe that. 110%.
I do too.
Like, of all the branches, I could see the Air Force pulling some shit like that.
Being the ones to fuck up basic training.
Oh, and here I was
We should
worried
save
that the
that.
infantry was gonna mess it up.
We should save that for the next podcast. We can just fucking
Yeah.
roast the Air Force for like at
Well,
least
we'll
2
have
hours.
we'll have a guest. We'll have
We'll
a
have
guest.
Pixie Poo.
Yep, Pixelated Apollo will be on next week. So if you guys enjoyed that last episode with him, we're
Follow, subscribe.
gonna dig a little deeper with Sir Pixie Poo.
I'm gonna fucking rake his brain. Not rape. Rake.
Rake.
Don't
still
twist the
said it.
words. TOS.
All right. Pharaoh, do
Pharaoh,
you want to
thanks for
say?
being here.
Do you want to say anything before we get off?
Sup?
Everybody, if you're watching and if you do watch Twitch, go to twitch.tv/. Go ahead and say your full name. Just call you Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
Sis?
Pharaoh sis. There we go.
It's right there.
It's right there. I'll have it linked. I'll have it linked in the description of the video here on YouTube. So other than that, guys, that's our time. We have to get out of here. Thank you all for joining. We hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.